जुगो जुग अटल हलत पल दे रखियक लोक परलोक दे सहायक खंडा ब्रह्मंडा के मालक साहिब श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज तिन्हां दी पावन पवित्र गोद विच बैठी गुरु खालसा साध संगत जीओ, गुरु साहब की बख्शी हुई फतेह बुलंद करनी। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। वडभागे हो आप कि शामां दे दीवान दीयां हाजरियां भरदे हुए आपने सुखमनी साहब के पाठ और सोदर की चौंकी रहरास साहब की पवित्र बाणी आपने सरवण की। मनुखा जन्म सफल कर रहे हो, बड़े बड़े भाग ने, क्योंकि जे कर्मां विच कुछ होवे तां गुरु की संगत की जाती है, नहीं तो आलस पै जाता है भी चलो छड्डो रहन दो। बुरे काम को ऊठ खलोया नाम की बेला पै पै सोया वाली गल बन जाती है। सो अज दे जो लंगरां दी सेवा है वो गुरमुख प्यारे भाई कमलपाल सिंह और बीबी रतनदीप कौर शुकराने और परिवार की सुख शांति वास्ते भुचंगी की दास वास्ते गुरु साहिबां की अरदास बेनती के तहत ये लंगरां की सेवा समूह संगत की हो रही है। और गुरु साहब कृपा करन कि गृहस्थ जीवन में रहिंदियां, क्योंकि बच्चों की बड़ी लोड़ है, गृहस्थ जीवन तां ही सफला होंदा है जे अगों गुरु साहब बख्शिश करन बच्चों की, और बच्चे नेक बन के कौम की देश की जिथे सेवा करन उत्थे माता पिता का नाम ही रोशन करन। सो ये लंगरां की सेवा इस परिवार वालों हो रही है। सो दूसरी बेनती है कि 23 जनवरी शनिवार रैन सभाई कीर्तन हो रहे हैं अखंड कीर्तनी जथे वालों। सो होर बेनती है कि प्रकाश दिहाड़ा श्री गुरु हरकृष्ण साहब जी ये गुरु घर में 21 जुलाई को वीरवार अखंड पाठ साहब प्रारंभ होने ने और 23 जुलाई शनिवार भोग पैने ने। सो ये सारिया संगतां नूं तकरीबन पता ही है कि काफ़ी देर तो बीबियां का जथा जिहड़ा है सेवा करता आ रहा है। सो जिन्हें भी गुरु साहिबां दे प्रकाश दिहाड़े होंदे ने बीबियां का जथा प्रकाश दिहाड़े के उत्ते गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी के चरण कमलों का आसरा लै करके अखंड पाठ साहब रखाउंदे ने। और 3 दिन जिहड़ी है लंगरां की सेवा भी इत्थे चलती है। सो तह दिलों बीबियां का धन्नवाद है जिहड़ियां उद्यम उपराला करके संगतां नूं इस तरह गुरबाणी दे नाल और कथा कीर्तन दे नाल जोड़दियां ने। सो अज जो एक अहम दिन है शहीदी भाई तारू सिंह, सिख इतिहास दे विच ये शहीदी बड़ी मायने रखती है। बड़े महान शहीद होए ने। पूला पिंड जिला अमृतसर दे विच है जिथों दे सिंह सन। सो लाहौर दे विच जकरिया खान जो गवर्नर सी लाहौर का, क्योंकि बड़ा चढ़ती कला वाला सिंह सीगा और आए गए सिखां की सेवा करता सी, राशन पानी छकाउंदा सी। एक बार दसदे कोई सिंह कोई मुसलमान सिंह दे घरे आया, प्रशादा पानी से उन्हें छकिया, लोड़ सी उन्होंने, क्योंकि जदों गुरु अंदर वस जाए गुरु का उपदेश तो फिर किसी नूं ईरखा नहीं हुंदी भी ये मुसलमान है, हिंदू है, ये ईसाई है। तो उन्हें एक बेनती की बड़ा दुखी हिरदे दे नाल, उसका नाम सी रहीम बख्श, फिशरमैन, वो मछलियां फड़न वाला पानी दे विचों, कहंदा मेरी लड़की चुक के पट्टी का जिहड़ा कमांडर है ना वो लै गया है, कृपा करो जे छड़ा दिओ तां। ते उन्हें जदों उहदी गल सुनी बड़ा दुख महसूस किया। अज तो साडी कौम विच हज़ारां की तादाद विच बच्चियां बेपत हो रही ने, और जिन्हों असीं मान करते हैं कि अपनी सरकार है, इन्हां जुल्मों सितम हो रहा है सिख कौम के उत्ते। ਔਰ ਉਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰੇ ਜਾ, ਤੇਰੀ ਲੜਕੀ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਨੂੰ ਛੁਡਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਘਰ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਹੋਰ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪੱਟੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਰੇਡ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਕਮਾਂਡਰ ਦੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਗਲਾਵੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਬੱਚੀ ਨੂੰ ਛੁਡਾਇਆ ਔਰ ਉਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਘਰ, ਰਹੀਮ ਬਖਸ਼ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਈ ਲੜਕੀ। ਇਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਕਰੀਆ ਖਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ, ਫੜ ਕੇ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਲੈ ਗਿਆ, ਬੜੇ ਤਸੀਹੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਅਤੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਧਰਮ ਕਬੂਲ ਕਰੋ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੇਸ ਕੱਟ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਤਾਂ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਟਵਾਉਣੇ। ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਖੋਪਰੀ ਲਾਈ ਗਈ ਅਤੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸੇ ਜ਼ਕਰੀਆ ਖਾਨ ਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪਿਸ਼ਾਬ ਰੁਕਿਆ, ਪਿਸ਼ਾਬ ਦਾ ਬੰਨ੍ਹ ਪੈ ਗਿਆ। ਤਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਅਹਿਲਕਾਰ ਸਲਾਹਕਾਰ ਸੱਦੇ ਅਤੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਗਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀਆਂ ਜੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਜਣ ਅਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੇਰਾ ਪਿਸ਼ਾਬ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਨ੍ਹ ਟੁੱਟ ਸਕਦਾ। ਔਰ ਉਹ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੁੱਤੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਜੀ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਰਾਹਤ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ। ਅਖੀਰ ਜੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਰ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਕਰੀਆ ਖਾਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਣ ਤਿਆਗ ਗਿਆ। ਸੋ ਐਸੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਹਾਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਦੁੱਖ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਕੌਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਵਿਰੋਧੀ ਤਾਕਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਫੇਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਣੀਏ, ਰਹਿਤ ਬਹਿਤ ਦੇ ਧਾਰਨੀ ਬਣੀਏ ਔਰ ਜੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ 'ਤੇ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲਾਂ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਹੱਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸੋਚਣ ਦਾ ਯਤਨ ਕਰੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਹੋਵੇ। ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਿਹਾੜਾ ਅੱਜ ਮਨਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਐਸੇ ਮਹਾਨ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਤੋਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕੌਮਾਂ ਜਿਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਸਦਾ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ 'ਤੇ। ਦੂਸਰਾ, ਅੱਜ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਸੰਗਰਾਂਦ ਦਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਦਿਹਾੜਾ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਵਣ ਮਹੀਨਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਵਣ ਸਰਸੀ ਕਾਮਣੀ ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਸੋ ਪਿਆਰ। ਆਓ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੀਏ। ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਜੀਵ ਇਸਤਰੀਆਂ ਹਾਂ। ਮਤਾ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਰਦਾਨਗੀ ਭੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਰੇ ਜੀਵ ਇਸਤਰੀਆਂ ਹਾਂ। ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਪਤੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡਾ। ਬਾਣੀ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸੰਖੇਪ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਕਾਮਣ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੰਤ ਕਰਤਾਰ। ਸੋ ਕਾਮਣ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਅਨੁਸਾਰੀ ਹੈ ਕਾਮਣੀ, ਕਾਮਣੀ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਇਸਤਰੀ। ਸੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸਾਵਣ ਸਰਸੀ ਕਾਮਣੀ ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਸੋ ਪਿਆਰ, ਮਨ ਤਨ ਰਤਾ ਸੱਚ ਰੰਗ ਇੱਕੋ ਨਾਮ ਆਧਾਰ। ਸੋ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਜੋ 12 ਮਾਹ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਬੜੀ, ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਤੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਅਮਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਸੌਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। ਐਸੀ ਪਿਛਲਾ ਮਹੀਨਾ ਜੋ ਲੰਘਿਆ ਹੈ, ਸੋ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਆਸਾੜ ਤਪੰਦਾ ਤਿਸ ਲੱਗੇ, ਹਰ ਨਾਉ ਨਾ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਪਾਸ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹਾੜ ਦਾ ਮਹੀਨਾ ਤਪਦਾ ਤਪਸ਼ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ। ਪਰ ਆਪ ਨੇ ਵੇਖੋ ਇਤਨੀ ਗਰਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਤੀ ਤਵੀ 'ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ, ਤੱਤੀ ਰੇਤਾ ਸੀਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਵਾਈ, ਕੀ ਤਸੀਹੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਝੱਲੇ। ਕਈ ਲੋਕ ਆਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਕਰਾਮਾਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਖਾਈ, ਪਰ ਐਸੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਰਾਮਾਤ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੇਖੀਏ ਨਾ, ਵੀ ਜੇਠ ਹਾੜ ਦੀਆਂ ਤਪਦੀ ਧੁੱਪ, ਇਤਨੀ ਗਰਮੀ, ਉੱਪਰ ਤੱਤੀ ਰੇਤਾ ਸੀਸ ਵਿੱਚ, ਥੱਲੇ ਤੱਤੀ ਤਵੀ, ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਿਚਾਲੇ ਬੈਠਾ ਉਹ ਠੰਡਾ। ਆਖੋ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਇਤਨੀ ਨਿਰਮਾਣਤਾ, ਇਤਨੀ ਸਹਿਣਸ਼ੀਲਤਾ। ਸੋ ਐਸੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਰਚੀ ਹੈ 12 ਮਾਹ ਦੀ। ਸੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਵਣ ਤਿਨਾ ਸੁਹਾਗਣੀ ਜਿਨ ਰਾਮ ਨਾਮ ਉਰਹਾਰ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਮਹੀਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸੁਹਾਵਣਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਗਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮਾਲਾ ਪਰੋਈ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ। ਸਾਵਣ ਤਿਨਾ ਸੁਹਾਗਣੀ ਜਿਨ ਰਾਮ ਨਾਮ ਉਰਹਾਰ। ਸੋ ਐਸੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਚਨਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਸਵਾਰਨ ਦਾ ਯਤਨ ਕਰੀਏ। ਸੋ ਆਓ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਾਂ, ਮੇਰਾ ਹਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਸਰੋਪੇ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ। ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਕਮਲਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਟੇਜ 'ਤੇ ਆਉਣ। ਕਮਲਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ। ਸੋ ਚਲੋ ਇਸ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਰੂਪ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇਗੀ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਪਰਮਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਥਾ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ 7:15 ਤੱਕ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਸੋ ਆਓ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣਾ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸੁਹਾਵਣਾ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਯਤਨ ਕਰੀਏ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਰਾਗ ਧਨਸਰੀ ਮਹਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ। ਗਗਨ ਮੈਂ ਥਾਲ ਰਬ ਚੰਦ ਦੀਪਕ ਬਨ ਤਾਰਕਾ ਮੰਡਲ ਜਨਕ ਮੋਦੀ। ਗੁਰ ਧੂਪ ਮਲਿਆਨ ਲੋ ਪਵਨ ਚਵਰੋ ਕਰ ਸਗਲ ਵਨ ਰਾਏ ਫੁਲੰਤ ਜੋਤੀ। कैसी आरती होए 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 कैसी आरती होए। पव खंडना तेरी आरती अनहदा शब्द भजंत पेरी। सहस तब नैन नन नैन है तोहे को सहस मूरत नना एक तो ही। सहस पद विमल नन एक पद गंध बिन सहस तब गंध एव चलत मोही। सब में जोत जोत है सोए तिस चानन सब में चानन हो। गुर साखी जोत प्रगट होए जो तिस पावै सो आरती होए। हर चरण कमल मकरंद लोभित मनो आनंदिनो मोहे आहि प्यासा। कृपा जल दे नानक सारंग को होए जाते तेरे नाम वासा। नाम तेरो आरती मजन मुरारे हर के नाम बिन झूठे सगल पसारे। नाम तेरो आसनो नाम तेरो उरसा, नाम तेरो केसरो ले छटकारे। नाम तेरा अम्बला, नाम तेरो चंदनो कस जपे नाम ले तुझे को चारे। नाम तेरा दीवा, नाम तेरो बाती, नाम तेरो तेल ले माहे पसारे। नाम तेरे की जोत लगाई, पयो उजियारो पवन सकलारे। नाम तेरो तागा, नाम फूल माला, पार 18 सगल जुठारे। तेरो किया तुझे क्या अर्पो, नाम तेरा तू ही चबर टोलारे। 10 8 68 चारे खाणी, यह बर्तन है सगल संसारे। कह रबदास नाम तेरो आरती, सतनाम है हर भोग तुहारे। धूप दीप कृत साज आरती, वार न जाओ कमलापति। मंगला हर मंगला, नित मंगल राजा राम राय को। उत्तम दियरा निर्मल बाते, तू ही नरंजन कमलापति। राम भगत रामानंद जान, पूरन परमानंद बखान। मदन मूरत पैतारे गोविंदे, सैण पुणे पज परमानंदे। सुन दया तेरी देव देवा कर, अदपते आद समाई। सिद्ध समाद अंत नहीं पाया, लाग रहे शरणाई। ले हो आरती हो पुरख निरंजन, सतगुर पूजो पाई। ठांडा ब्रह्मा निगम विचार, अलख न लखया जाई। तात तेल नाम किया बाती, दीपक देह उजियारा। जोत लाए जगदीश जगाया, बूझे बूझण हारा। पंच शब्द अनाहत बाजे, संग सारंग पाणी। कबीर दास तेरी आरती कीनी, निरंकार निर्वाणी। गोपाल तेरा आरता, गोपाल तेरा आरता। जो जन तुमरी भक्त करन ते तिनके काज सवारता। दाल सीधा मांगो घियो, हमरा खुशी करे नित जियो। पनिया छांजन निका, अनाज मांगो सत सीका गौ। वैस मांगो लावेरी, एक ताजन तुरी चंगेरी। घर की हन चंगी, जन चंगा ले वह मंगे। गोपाल तेरा आरता, गोपाल तेरा आरता। जाते प्रसन्न पै महामुन, देवन के तप में सुख पावै।
यज्ञ करे एक बेदर रै पव, तप हर मिल ध्यान लावै।
झांझर ताल मृदंग उपंगर, बाबलिए सुर हर मिलावै।
किन्नर गंधर्व गान करे गन, जच्छी अपछर नित दिखावै।
शंखन की धुन घंटन की कार, फूलन की भर खावर खावै।
आरती कोट करे सुर सुंदर पेख पुरंदर के बल जावे
दानक जछन देख पदछन पाल में कुमकुम अछत लावे
होत कुलाहल देवपुरी मिल देवन के कुल मंगल गावे
हे राव हे सस हे करणानिध मेरी आवे बिनती सुन लीजै और न मांगत हो तुम ते कछ चाहत हो चित में सोई कीजै सफरन सोअत हिरण पीतर
जूझ मारो तो साच पति जय
संत सहाय सदा जग माए
कृपा कर श्याम यह बर दीजै
पाए गए जब ते तुम्हारे तब ते
को आँख तरे नहीं आन्यो
राम रहीम पुराण कुरान
अनेक कह मत एक न मान्यो
सिमरत शास्त्र वेद सब बहु
वेद कह हम एक न जान्यो
सिरियस पान कृपा तुम्हारी कर
मैं न कहो सब तोहे बखान्यो
सिरियस पान कृपा तुम्हारी कर
मैं न कहो सब तोहे बखान्यो
सगल द्वार को छाड़ के कहो तुम्हारो द्वार
वाहे गए की लाज अस गोविंद दास तुहार
ऐसे चंड प्रताप ते दे बड़े हो प्रताप
तीन लोग जय जय कर नाम सत जाप
चतर चकर भारती
चतर चकर भुगते सुभंग सर्वदा सर्व जुगते
दुकालन परणासी दयालन स्वरूपे
सदा अंग संगे अपंगन बेपूते
दुकालन परणासी दयालन स्वरूपे
सदा अंग संगे अपंगन बेपूते
ठाकुर गाइए गाइए आत्म रंग ठाकुर गाइए ठाकुर गाइए गाइए आत्म रंग गाइए आत्म रंग
ठाकुर गाइए
ठाकुर
गाइए
गाइए आत्म रंग
गाइए आत्म रंग
ठाकुर
गाइए
जाको हर रंग लागो इस युग में सो कहियत है सूरा सो कहियत है सूरा जाको हर रंग लागो इस युग में सो कहियत है सूरा सो कहियत है सूरा आत्म जड़ सगल वसता के जहाँ का सतगुर पूरा जहाँ का सतगुर पूरा आत्म जड़ सगल वसता के जहाँ का सतगुर पूरा जहाँ का सतगुर पूरा जहाँ का सतगुर पूरा ठाकुर गाइए गाइए आत्म रंग गाइए आत्म रंग ठाकुर गाइए शरणी पावन नाम ते आवन सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग शरणी पावन नाम ते आवन सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग ठाकुर गाइए ठाकुर गाइए गाइए आत्म रंग गाइए आत्म रंग ठाकुर गाइए जन के चरण बसै मेरे हियर संग पुनीता देही संग पुनीता देही जन के चरण बसै मेरे हियर संग पुनीता देही संग पुनीता देही जन की तूर ते हो कृपा निध नानक कै सुख एही नानक कै सुख एही जन की तूर ते हो कृपा निध नानक कै सुख एही नानक कै सुख एही नानक नानक कै सुख एही ठाकुर गाइए ठाकुर गाइए गाइए आत्म रंग गाइए आत्म रंग ठाकुर गाइए ठाकुर गाइए शरणी पावन नाम ते आवन सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग शरणी पावन नाम ते आवन सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग सहज समावन संग ठाकुर गाइए ठाकुर गाइए गाइए आत्म रंग गाइए आत्म रंग ठाकुर गाइए ठाकुर गाइए गाइए आत्म रंग गाइए आत्म रंग गाइए आत्म रंग गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ। जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ, सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ। गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ, गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ। जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ, सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ। गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ, गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ। इत मार्ग पैर धरी जय सिर दीजै कान न कीजै, सिर
दीजै कान न कीजै।
इत मार्ग पैर धरी जय सिर दीजै कान न कीजै,
सिर दीजै कान न कीजै,
सिर दीजै कान न कीजै,
सिर दीजै कान न कीजै।
गली मेरी
आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ
गली मेरी आओ।
जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ,
सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ,
सिर तर तली
गली मेरी आओ। गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ
आओ आओ गली मेरी आओ।
गगनत मामा बाजियो परे निशान खाओ, परे निशान
खाओ।
गगनत मामा बाजियो परे निशान खाओ, परे निशान खाओ। खेत जो मांडियो सूरमा अब जूजन को दाओ, अब जूजन को दाओ। खेत जो मांडियो सूरमा अब जूजन को दाओ, अब जूजन को दाओ, अब जूजन को दाओ, अब जूजन को दाओ। गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ, गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ। जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ,
सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ, सिर तर तली गली मेरी आओ। गली मेरी आओ 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 गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ
गली मेरी आओ।
सूरा सो पहचानिए जो लरे दीन के हेत, जो लरे दीन के हेत। सूरा सो पहचानिए जो लरे दीन के हेत, लरे दीन के हेत। पुरजा पुरजा कट मरे कबहू न छाड़े खेत, कबहू न छाड़े खेत। पुरजा पुरजा कट मरे कबहू न छाड़े खेत, कबहू न छाड़े खेत। कबहू न छाड़ै खेत, कबहू न छाड़ै खेत। गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ, गली मेरी आओ, गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ,
गली मेरी आओ।
जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ।
सिर दर्द ले गले मेरी आओ,
सिर दर्द ले गले मेरी आओ।
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ, गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ,
गली मेरी आओ।
पहला मरण कबूल, जीवन की छड़ आस, जीवन की छड़ आस। पहला मरण कबूल, जीवन की छड़ आस, जीवन की छड़ आस। वो सबना की रेण का तो आओ हमारे पास, तो आओ हमारे पास। वो सबना की रेण का तो आओ हमारे पास, तो आओ हमारे पास, तो आओ हमारे पास, तो आओ हमारे पास।
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ, गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ,
गली मेरी आओ।
जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ। सिर दर्द ली गली मेरी आओ, सिर दर्द ली गली मेरी आओ।
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ, गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ,
गली मेरी आओ।
इत मार्ग पैर धरी, जैसे दीजे कान लगी, जैसे दीजे कान लगी। इत मार्ग पैर धरी, जैसे दीजे कान लगी, जैसे दीजे कान लगी, जैसे दीजे कान लगी, जैसे दीजे कान लगी।
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ, गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ,
गली मेरी आओ।
जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ। सिर दर्द ली गली मेरी आओ, सिर दर्द ली
गली मेरी आओ, गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ, गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ आओ आओ,
गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ,
गली मेरी आओ।
गली मेरी आओ। खालसा मेरो रूप है खास, खालसा मेरो रूप है खास। खालस में हो करो निवास, खालस में हो करो निवास। खालसा मेरो रूप है खास, खालसा मेरो
ਹੈ ਖਾਲਸਾ।
ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਮੁਖ ਹੈ ਅੰਗਾ, ਖਾਲਸੇ ਕਹੋ
ਸਦ ਸਦ ਸੰਗਾ।
ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਮੁਖ ਹੈ ਅੰਗਾ, ਖਾਲਸੇ ਕਹੋ ਸਦ ਸਦ ਸੰਗਾ। ਖਾਲਸੇ ਕਹੋ ਸਦ ਸਦ ਸੰਗਾ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ। ਖਾਲਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੋ
ਕਰੋ ਨਿਵਾਸ,
ਖਾਲਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੋ
ਕਰੋ ਨਿਵਾਸ।
ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ,
ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ।
ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਇਚ ਸੁਹਿਰਦ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਕਹੀਅਤ ਵਿਰਦ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਇਚ ਸੁਹਿਰਦ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਕਹੀਅਤ ਵਿਰਦ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਕਹੀਅਤ ਵਿਰਦ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ। ਖਾਲਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੋ
ਕਰੋ ਨਿਵਾਸ,
ਖਾਲਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੋ
ਕਰੋ ਨਿਵਾਸ।
ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ,
ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ।
ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਪਵਨ ਭੰਡਾਰਾ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਘਰ ਮੇਰੋ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਾ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਪਵਨ ਭੰਡਾਰਾ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਘਰ ਮੇਰੋ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਾ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਘਰ ਮੇਰੋ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਾ। ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ,
ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਮੇਰੋ
से मैं हूँ करो निवास। खालसा मेरो रूप है खास, खालसा मेरो रूप है खास। खालसा मेरो पिंड पुराण, खालसा मेरी जान की जान। खालसा मेरो पिंड पुराण, खालसा मेरी जान की जान। खालसा मेरो सतगुर पूरा, खालसा मेरो सजन सूरा। खालसा मेरो सतगुर पूरा, खालसा मेरो सजन सूरा। खालसा मेरो सजन सूरा। खालसा मेरो रूप है खास, खालसा मेरो रूप है खास। खालसा मेरो रूप है खास। खालसे मैं हूँ करो निवास, खालसे मैं हूँ करो निवास। खालसा मेरो रूप है खास, खालसा मेरो रूप है खास। मेरो रूप है खास, मेरो रूप है खास। इतनी सेवा ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਲਿਆਣੀ ਜੀ ਦਾਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਗਾਇਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ। ਆਪ ਸਰਬ ਸੰਗਤ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ ਜੋਗ ਬਖਸ਼ ਦੇਣਾ। ਦਿਓ ਅਸੀਸ, ਬੁਲਾਓ ਫਤਿਹ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁੜ ਬੈਠੀ ਸਤ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, कबीर चरण कमल की मौज में कहो कैसे अनुमान, कहते को शोभा नहीं देखा ही परवान। सो आप धन गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब के चरणा कमलों में बैठे हो, कीर्तन का आपने आनंद माणिया है। जिन्नी जिन्नी आपकी सुरती बिरती जुड़ी सी आपने जरूर आनंद प्राप्त किया होगा। सो ये जथा सी भाई साहब भाई परमजीत सिंह उन्होंने का बहुत बहुत जथे के धन्यवादी हाँ जिन्होंने आप कीर्तन द्वारा जोड़िया। सो हुण मैं अज दे जिस तरह आपको पता है कि लंगरां दीयां सेवावां बड़े ही पढ़े लिखे गुरमुख प्यारे भाई कमलपाल सिंह और बीबी रतनदीप कौर उन्हां वल्लों लंगरां दीयां सेवावां हो रही हैं। गुरु साहब के शुकराने और परिवार की सुख शांति और भचंगी की दात वास्ते ये गुरु साहबां अगे तरला मिहनत और जोदड़ी कर रहे हैं। सो गुरु साहब बख्शिश करन और आप सारी संगत का आशीर्वाद इन्हों प्राप्त होवे। सो मैं बेनती करा भाई साहब भाई निशान सिंह उन्होंने कि इस रुपये की बख्शिश सरदार कमलपाल सिंह उन्होंने करन ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ, ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਸੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਇਸ ਜੋੜੇ ਦੇ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਭਾਈ ਕਮਲਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਔਰ ਬੀਬੀ ਰਤਨਦੀਪ ਕੌਰ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੀਆਂ ਲੰਗਰਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਇਹ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਧਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨ, ਭੁਜੰਗੀ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ, ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਖੇੜੇ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਆਉਣ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਾਸ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਯੋਗ ਭਾਈ ਹਰਮਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ 8:25 ਤੱਕ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਕਥਾ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸਟੇਜ 'ਤੇ ਆਉਣ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੇਰਵਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਇਆ ਕਥਾ ਔਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਫੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ 8:25 ਤੱਕ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਕਥਾ ਦੇ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਔਰ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰੀਏ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੋਕ ਅਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਲੋਕ ਸਹਿਲਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਔਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਜਲਾ ਮੁਖ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦਰਗਾਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਸਕੀਏ। ਸੋ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ, ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਫਰੀਦਾ ਕਾਲੇ ਮਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ, ਕਾਲਾ ਮਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੇਸ, ਗੁਣ ਹੀ ਭਰਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਫਿਰਾਂ, ਲੋਕ ਕਹੈਂ ਦਰਵੇਸ। ਤੂੰ ਦਰਿਆਓ ਦਾਨਾ ਬੀਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਮਛਲੀ ਕੈਸੇ ਅੰਤ ਲਹਾਂ। ਜਹ ਜਹ ਪੇਖਾਂ ਤਹ ਤਹ ਤੂੰ ਹੈ, ਤੁਝ ਤੇ ਨਿਕਸੀ ਫੂਟ ਮਰਾਂ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ। ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਪਰਮ ਪੈ ਪੂਲੇ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇਕ ਉਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤਹ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਡੰਡੌਤ ਬੰਧਨ ਅਨਕ ਬਾਰ, ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ। ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ, ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ। ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ, ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ। ਰਾਜਾਨ ਰਾਜ, ਭਾਨਾਨ ਭਾਨ, ਦੇਵਾਨ ਦੇਵ, ਉਪਮਾ ਮਹਾਨ, ਚੌਰ ਛਤਰ ਤਖਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਲਕ, ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਦੇ ਸਰਗੁਣ ਸਰੂਪ, ਧੰਨ 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 ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁੜ ਬੈਠੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਰੂਪ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਵਡਭਾਗੇ ਹੋ ਜੋ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਸਮੇਂ ਤੋਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਕੀਰਤਨੀਆਂ ਪਾਸੋਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਜਸ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸਨ। ਕੁਝ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਰਾਤੀ ਵੀ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈ ਸੀ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। Today again we'll be speaking a little bit majority in English for those that have come specially just to listen to Katha in English. So ਜੋ ਖਾਸ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਜੋ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਣ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਥਾ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਪਰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਬਿਫੋਰ ਵੀ ਬਿਗਿਨ ਲੈਟਸ ਆਲ ਗੈਟ ਟੁਗੇਦਰ, ਮਨ ਬਿਰਤੀਆਂ ਇਕਾਗਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। Focus your consciousness on Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj with our eyes closed and with our hearts open. Let's all get together. ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਗੱਜ ਵੱਜ ਕੇ ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਏ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਓ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਖੀਂ ਬਾਝੋਂ ਵੇਖਣਾ, ਵਿਨ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਸੁਣਨਾ, ਪੈਰਾਂ ਬਾਝੋਂ ਚੱਲਣਾ, ਵਿਣ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ, ਜੀਭਾਂ ਬਾਝੋਂ ਸੁਣਨਾ, ਜੀਭਾਂ ਬਾਝੋਂ ਬੋਲਣਾ, ਇਉਂ ਜੀਵਤ ਮਰਨਾ। This is the shabad we spoke about yesterday, that listening. What is this path of bhakti? The path of bhakti is that in which while you're walking on this path, you begin to see with these eyes. But eventually a time comes on this path while you're walking, you can't see with these eyes anymore. You have to open your internal eyes. Not only do you have to close off these ears to the world, you have to open up those ears in which you're only listening and where you're not actually understanding anymore. And that time when that place where no longer, your feet can no longer take you to this place. But on this path, these feet can't walk any longer. But those feet of your heart, they have to keep on walking. And with that tongue, you can keep on speaking. You're speaking and speaking, but such a time comes when you can't even speak anymore. And this is the way, jivat marna. That nanak hukum pachan ke, tau khasme milna. That when you understand this path, this is the path to true bhakti. And today celebrating that Mahan Sheed, that Mahan Shakshiyat, that Mahapurkh, Bhai Sahib Bhai Taru Singh Ji, celebrating their Shahidi Divs, Jivat Marna. How did they walk this path of bhakti? How did they, whilst living, Shabd Maro fir Jivo Sadhi ta fir Maran na hoi, whilst living in this world, they gave everything. Sadgur ki seva gakhdi sir dijai aap gawai. Jis tarah apan kal vicharan sanjiyan kitiyan si. Just like we spoke about yesterday, Tan Tan Shri Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, they gave every single thing that they had, from the head to the bottom of their toes. Everything that they had, their money, their wealth, their time, their age, their swas, they gave it to. But this is a very difficult path. Sadgur ki seva gakhdi sir dijai aap gawai. As walking this path is not any normal path. There's no path on this world that's similar to this path. Bhagtan te sansariyan. That these two people, that they're never able to walk together on this path, because these two paths are completely separate. And Bhai Taru Singh Ji, let's look at their Divan. In the Ardas, we always say, Jina khopriyan lohaniyan. That let's focus. Tena da dhyan tarke, Khalsa Ji bolo ji, Vaheguru. We always say, and while we're doing this upon var Ardas, which is saying this, let's focus on them. Apniya man birtiyan ekagar karke, let's focus on their Jivan. Why do we need to focus on them? Dhyan lona. What is dhyana? Dhyan means dhyan lona, meaning focusing, meaning concentrating. And whilst we're living our lives, just like Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they focused and they concentrated their entire life for the seva of those Gurmukhs, for the seva of those Gursikhs, and for the seva of that Guru. Just like that, we should be focusing on those Gurmukhs. And sun sakhi man jap pyar, finding that true love and implementing it in our heart, so we can also live our lives just like Bhai Taru Singh Ji was. In today's day, sometimes apa keh dene, what would that time be like at the time of the Gurus? Porque ki kete Guru odo hi sige? Were the Gurus only then? Were the Gurus only at the times of the 10 Gurus? Ki aaj Guru Granth Sahib Ji sade naal nahi? Isn't Guru Granth Sahib Ji with us? And that time of Bhai Taru Singh Ji, it was after the time of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj was sitting on the takht. And this was after the time of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur. Let's take our consciousness to that time when Bhai Mani Singh Ji was being shaheed. When Bhai Mani Singh Ji was being shaheed, Bhai Taru Singh Ji was a very, very young child. And now let's focus our consciousness to a little time right before that. Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they were born in the village Fulla. And there, when they were very, very young, Their father's name was Bhai Jodh Singh Ji. Their father's name Bhai Jodh Singh Ji, and their sister's name Bibi Taro. And with their mother, they're living in this small family in this village. But then this one day comes when their father Bhai Jodh Ji. Focus on that day when Bhai Jodh Ji is looking at the mother of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. Their son and their daughter, their children, their two children, they're very, very young. And they're about to leave. They're about to go and give Shahidi. And they look at their wife, they कहने लगे कि look, I may not come back. I'm about to go and give my life to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. I'm about to give Shahidi, and I'm about to go and I may never come back. But I don't want you to ever fall. I don't want you to ever falter. But look at this Mata. She's standing there and she's saying that I'm so proud that you're going out. I'm not worried. You don't need to worry about a single thing. Why? Because Chaugird Hamare Ramkar Dukh Lagya Na Pai. Because in and around me, because Gurbani is inside of me. This Guru is so deeply ingrained inside of me that around me, this Guru is around me as well. This energy of Naam, no dukh can ever come close to us. You don't worry, you give your life. And don't worry, we'll be sitting here and make sure if you go out, and all of us wives, we're sitting here today, and what is our ardas? Our ardas is that when you go into battle, don't ever run away from battle. If you go, we don't want to say that we're the wives of those people that ran away from battle. This is the quality of that woman. The woman, the householder, the person that's holding this house together, that's holding this panth together. Bibi Nanaki, she was the person that's doing ardas to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. That, oh, Akal Purkh, not only do I want a brother, but Akal Purkh didn't come. Akal Purkh didn't just send a brother. Akal Purkh came in the form of her brother. And that Veda, that enlightened, not only lit up that yard of Bibi Nanaki Ji, because her ardas, what was her ardas? It was so pure. Her ardas was so innocent. And it was so innocent that she didn't realize that God was so innocent as well. God was so innocent. And when the innocence and the innocence meet together, they become one. And now Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they come into the house of Bibi Nanaki Ji. If we look into this, Mata Khivi Ji, we look into the entire Divan, we look into all of Gur Ityas, we look into Tawarik, we look into Guru Panth Prakash, we look into the Suraj Prakash Granth, we look into all of this. But when you look at the Bibiyan that are holding this Panth together, you look at Mata Sahib Kaur, you look at Maipa Goji, you look at Mata Sahib Kaur, you look at Mata Gujari Ji, you look at them and you say that because of them, the entire Panth, the entire family was revolving around them. And just like this, sometimes we read a Shabad that's very, very commonly read. Aam karke padhya janda when it's a child's janam din. When it's a child's birthday, it's commonly read, this Shabad. And this is not only a mother giving an assis to a child. This isn't only a mother giving a prayer to a child. This is the Guru Mother. This is Guru Sahib in the form of a mother. Ramaya ho barak tera, kahe na khandas avgun mera. That Maharaj, we are your children as well. And what do we do ardas? What does this mother, this Guru have ardas for us? She's saying that never ever forget Akal Purkh. They're saying, I have many, many ardasam for you. And this mother, she's holding this family together and she's saying, you go, but I don't want ever. I would rather hear that you are a shaheed and you've given everything to the Guru rather than you come home and say that you ran away from the Guru. So here, Bhai Jodh Ji, he looks at their wife and they say, I also have one benti to you. I have one request to you as well. And these two children, every mother wants success for their children. Every mother wants their children to grow up and become the best they can. And they say, you are their mother and I have one request to you. I want you to not only feed them milk, I want you to feed them in this milk, fill it with Amrit Rupi Bani. Feed them so much Bani that their hearts are overflowing with this. This is the only ardas that I have to you. Never let go of Gurbani. And Mahampur kende ne, that where does the mother's effect on a child begin? Maan da asar bacche de kadon shuru hunda? ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਚਪਨ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, from the time a mother is born, from the time of the mother's childhood, from that time, depending on the effect, depending on the vibration, depending on what womb that child is going to be born in, that has a huge effect on who that child becomes. Tin tan janindi mao aye safal se. Blessed are those mothers. Blessed are those mothers who give birth to such sadhus, to those people that come and enlighten on this world. But the Maharaj also says that those people that don't, that those mothers that don't give birth to such bhagats, they say, tin maat ki jai har banja. What do they say to those mothers? That those mothers, it's better than them giving birth, it's better that they go infertile. Because they're only bringing darkness onto this world. They're only bringing chaos. These are Kaudi Button. Sometimes Maharaj, to teach us, they shoot a tir. They shoot this arrow, whether it's an arrow of love, and sometimes it's an arrow of teaching as well. Kabir Satgur Sur mein bahaya baan jo ek, lagat hi poi gir pirya. Sometimes that arrow hits me so hard that I fall. It hits me in my mind, it hits me in my heart, and I fall so hard that I can't even feel anything. But now this mother, she's sitting there. She says, Sat Bachan, sends her husband off. Now this mother, she's raising her two children, Bhai Taru Singh Ji and Bibi Taru Kaur. She's raising these two children. And if we look into the childhood of Bhai Taru Singh Ji, let's focus on that time. Let's focus on that time. Let's watch this video. Let's watch this movie in her mind. When the mother, she's sitting in the Veda, she's sitting in the house, she's sitting in the yard, and she's combing the case. The beautiful long case of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. They used to have very, very long case when they were young. While she's combing them, and she's taking care of them, she's doing the Juda. And every day while she's combing them, she would read Gurbani. Unhone kade Japji Sahib da paath karna, kade Anand Sahib da paath karna, kade Bondya Sukhmani Sahib da paath karna. She's reading this Bani, and paddiyan, Bhai Taru Singh Ji is listening to this. And when she's combing this, ek din aaya, when ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਮਨੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋਏ, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਮਨੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋਏ, ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਕੇਸ ਵਾਹ ਕੇ ਜੂੜਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਸੋਹਿਲਾ ਪੜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਲਾਉਣ ਲੱਗੇ. When they're about to comb their hairs, then they do the juda, and then she reads them Kirtan Soila and is about to send them off to bed. She tells them the Sakhi, just like we're hearing these Sakhis today. She's telling them the Sakhis that, you know what, for them it was current events. Just like we hear today, the 88 people got killed because of this, or somebody else got ran over, there was a bombing in this. But for them, they're taking this, they're listening to the Sikhya, they're connecting it to Guru Sahib. Sometimes we take today's current events and we go so off track of Sikhi and we forget that no, Guru Sahib was back in the day. Gurbani Paraniya, let's focus on today's thing. But no, they're taking the Gurus di Sikhya and they're combining it with that day, and they're saying, look, Bhai Mani Singh Ji, they became shaheed today, and ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੰਦ ਕੱਟੇ ਗਏ. They were chopped up from each and every joint. And when Bhai Taru Singh Ji, he's listening to this. As he's listening to this, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੇਸ ਕਤਲ ਕਰਾ ਦੇਾਂਗੇ. But they say, you can't cut my hair, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੰਦ ਕਟਾ ਦਿਓ. You can do whatever. ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਕੇਸ ਵਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋਏ, when the next day, when their mother was combing their hair, Bhai Taru Singh Ji moves the hair, ਕੇਸ ਪਰੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਸਵਾਲ ਆ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਕੇਸ ਕਤਲ ਕਰਾਉਣੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਕੇਸ ਕਟਵਾਉਣੇ? Why don't we say that we're cutting our hair? Why don't we say that cutting hair? And why do we say that case qatl karaune, meaning murdering the case, meaning killing the case? Why don't we just say cutting it? And then the mother, she looks and she gives the answer, look, these cases are such a blessing. With these cases, they're a mirror. Ek shisha ne. While looking at these cases are so beautiful. And when somebody looks at a Gurmukh's face when they have this case and they're Murat, they're the image of Akal Purkh. Khoob teri pagdi, meethe tere bol, tere banke loin dantri sala sone nak jin lambade bala. That their case, Akal Purkh's case, his hair is so beautiful. And they say, when I look at this, when any Gurmukh looks at the face of a Gursikh and they see this beautiful hair, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ Guru Gobind Singh Ji ਦੇ Maharaj Ji ਦੇ darshan ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ. That they have the darshan, that they're having the vision of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, because it's like a mirror. That not only does this person possess all the qualities of the Guru, not only does this person have Guru Sahib residing in their heart, but they actually physically look like the Guru as well. And our heart blossoms looking at this. And then she says, Ke eh Guru di morya. She's looking at these cases, she's touching them as she's combing them. These beautiful long cases that Bhai Taru Singh Ji used to have. And as she's combing them, oh ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੀ that look, ਜਿੱਥੇ Guru Gobind Singh Ji ਨੇ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਾਇਆ, in that place where Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj used to live, there was Lohgarh da Kila, there was Fatehgarh, but that place ਜਿੱਥੇ Maharaj Ji ਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਾਇਆ, ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਾਂ ਰੱਖਿਆ Kesgarh Sahib. That place she kept, they called the Kesgarh, the fort of Kes. That these Kes, and if you look, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੇਸੀ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, whenever we wash our hair, ਆਪਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਕੇਸ ਸੁੱਕ ਗਏ, ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕੇਸ ਹਰੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ. Because if we say that case have dried up when we wash our hair, if you go to any dal today, ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਿਹੰਗ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਜਾਈਏ, ਸੰਪਰਦਾਵਾਂ ਟਕਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਜਾਈਏ, ਉਹ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੇਸ ਹਰੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ. ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੇਸ ਸੁੱਕ ਗਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇ ਕੇਸ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀ ਜੜ ਆ, if case are the root of Sikhi, and if the root of Sikhi has dried up, then what Sikhi has left? And when they say my hair is wet, when it's dried up, they'll never say that my hair is now dry. They'll always say my hair has now become green, it's now blossomed, it's in forever spring. They say my hair is blossoming, and when blossoming meaning it's always growing, my hair never shortens, my hair never dies out. If my hair never dies out, then my Sikhi never dies out. And here, Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they're listening to this. Then ਉੱਥੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਆ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਰੋਜ਼ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਲਾਉਣਾ, ਆਪਣੇ ਕਮਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਨੀ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਮੇਰੀ ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਜੀ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਬਣਾਓ, ਆਪਣੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਣੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਜ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜੋੜੋ, connect them in such a way that ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭ ਜਾਏ. That their Sikhi gets fulfilled with case and swas, that each of their case, that each one of their breaths, they go in your Lekha Maharaj, that they're forever given to you, that they sacrifice to you. They never ever sacrifice their case and their breath for something else. They sacrifice everything, Maharaj, only for you. And she says, this is the pavna that I want in my children. This is the pavna that I was doing ardas that was in my husband. This is the pavna that I wanted inside my heart as well. Maharaj, give me the strength so I can be such a strong mother, so I can hold this panth together. This was the quality, this is the quality of those mothers. And even if today we want our panth to grow, then though it's the jigra, it's the heart, it's the strength of those mothers, daughters and sisters that will really take this panth to the next level. So here, Bibi Taro Ji and Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they're shote hunde, they're listening to these sakhiyan. And ek din aaya, they go into the forest. While they're on the farms, while they're working in the farms, they're walking, kherde, they go into the forest. And jadon oh janglan vich gaye, when they go into the forest, oh dunge jande, they started searching, they're starting playing, and they're walking alone. And utthe, they see these Singhs. They meet these Khalsa, because at that time, the Singhs, there was a curfew for the Singhs, that there was a wanted list, that if anybody with a damalla, anybody with a shastar, anybody, not like today where it's so easy, we can go out and we can say, I'm proud to be a Sikh. We can go out and look at my case, look at my beautiful dark mane. We can go out and we can be proud of what we're wearing. At that time, there was a wanted list that anybody who sees a Sikh, we want their head, we'll give you money for their head. These Sikhs were put into the mountains, they weren't allowed to live. And when this Khalsa Panth that Bhai Taru Singh ji met in these jungla, jadon ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ that their kapde, they didn't even have kapde. Their kapde liro lir hoy, even their gatre tak liro lir hoy. Their gatra was just tied with a string. Their karpana that they were wearing, they didn't even have proper gatre. Their dastars they were wearing, they were so old. They were so skinny because they had no food, they had no water. And they're living there. And what were they doing? They're sitting there, but when they looked at their faces, ona kol kuch nahi, na koi kambali, not any food, no water. But when he looked at their faces were so shining bright. Their faces were in such chaddi kala. Ona ne kiya कि इन्हां कोल भावां नहीं कपड़े हैगे, इन्हां कोल सिदक दे कपड़े आ. That they have the kapde of sidak, the kapde of chaddi kala, the kapda of santok, of tiraj. That they're always in chaddi kala and they're always growing. That they're never ever in taldi kala. They're not even standing. Sometimes in our Sikhi, if we look, somebody like myself, I might be going downwards. I might be standing at a plateau. But if you look at those Gursikhs, the external doesn't matter, because the Shabad we talked about yesterday, this path of Bhakti, Akhi Bajjon Vekhna, Vinkanna Sunna, that where these feet are walking towards, Param Bajjon Chalna, Vin Hathan Karna, Jibe Bajjon Bolna, Yon Jivat Marna, Nanak Hukum Pachan ke, Tau Khasma Milna. That the way that we meet Akal Purkh is not by looking with these eyes, with these ears, what the world says, not about these comfort of this world. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, they're sitting on the Tatti Tavi and they're saying that no matter what happens, I may be burning, but even then, what are they doing? They're saying that Maharaj, I'm forever in love with you. My love with you cannot be broken, even if my body is cut into pieces. Todi na tute, shodi na shute, aisi madho khinch tani, moola lansyo, preet bani Maharaj. कि तेरा पाना मीठा लागे हर नाम पदार्थ नानक मांगे. It doesn't matter. And when Bhai Taru Singh ji, they're looking at these faces of these Gurmukhs, and jadon wo ghar wapas aaye, us raat jadon mata ne prashada pakaya, and that night jadon wo maa Bhai Taru Singh ji de case wari, and when she's combing Bhai Taru Singh ji's hair this night, at that time Bhai Taru Singh ji kehn lage ki maa, aj mainu Guru Gobind Singh ji de darshan hoye. Aj mainu Guru Gobind Singh ji de darshan hoye. I've seen Guru Gobind Singh ji. I met Guru Gobind Singh ji today. Oh kende mata kehn lagi, kis tarah? How did you meet Guru Gobind Singh ji? And he says, when I went into the forest and I saw these Singhs, te mainu enj mahsoos hoya, you know, mata jehdiyan sakhiyan tu sunaunਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ Guru Gobind Singh ji ਮਾਚੀਵਾੜੇ ਦੇ ਜੰਗਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਏ. When you told me the sakhiyan, when Guru Gobind Singh ji was sitting, laying down on the thorns, and they had nothing, their kapde liro lir, their kashare were full of blood, that the kashare, the chole, they didn't even have clothes. Their kashara was so tight to their skin that when the Singhs peeled the kashara, that their skin was peeling off with it. When they pulled out the kamar kasa, their kamar kasa was 2 inches into their skin. And Mata, when I went, I met Guru Gobind Singh ji today, because those Gurmukhs, Gurmukh, Mukh meaning face, Gur meaning the Guru, when I looked at those Gurmukh's face, I saw the face of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Through their case, through their damale, through their chaddi kala, I saw and I experienced Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And here, Bhai Taru Singh Ji kehn lage, oh apne bhain de naal reh la ke, oh kende Mata Ji, oh mother, Maharaj has blessed us with so many things. They've blessed us with this house. They've blessed us with this food. They've blessed us with these clothes. They've blessed us with this water. And Guru Pyaro, keep in mind that Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they weren't the wealthiest family. There was many people that were way wealthier. They had just enough to get by. They were doing well, just enough for that family. And they were doing well because they had a farm. Bhai Taru Singh Ji used to go and work on those farms when they were older as well. And here, Bhai Taru Singh Ji in complete chaddi kala kehn lage, Maharaj has given us so much. Maharaj ne sanu inna kuch ditta कि ਆਪਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਸ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦਈਏ. Whatever we have, let's go and give it to those things. Let's go give it to that Khalsa that's sitting there. Maharaj has given so much to us. And here, if you read this Gurbani, when you read Gurbani, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj even says that when you take the seva and you feed the Gurmukhs, when you feed the Gursikhs, that is like the mother always being so happy with you. And here, this that shabad that we were talking about, that shabad which at every child's birthday, that mother says, ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਮਾਤਾ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਸੁਣਿਆ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਕਿ ਇਹੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੀ, ਇਹੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਇਹ ਜੀ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਧੀਏ, ਮੇਰੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ, that this type of intention of heart, this was the intention, this was the love that I was always doing ardasa ever since I was a child, ever since I grew up, ever since I was combing you, ever since I was feeding you milk, ever since I was making you roti. Every time I would do ardas, I would read Gurbani ke Maharaj, that this mithi bani that I had, inna de hirde vi enne mithe kar do. That they don't think of anything, they're only thinking about this mithas. They're always in this mitha state. They're always in the sweetness of their mind. They're able to give everything up for the Guru. And I think ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਪੁੱਤਰੋ ਤੇ ਧੀਓ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭ ਜਾਏ. That your Sikhi is so true that even to your last hair, to your last breath, that everything is with the Guru. And the Shabad we read all the time, at every wedding, a mother ehi ardas kardi hai ki ja every child ja odi padhai hove, he should have an education. Every child ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਹੋਵੇ, ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. The mother should go and she's doing ardasan that my child, that they should go and they should have a great place, that they should have a great name, that they're going around, that ਉਹਨੂੰ ਖੁਰਾਕ ਮਿਲੇ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਦਾ ਗਾਹਕ ਹੋਵੇ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤਾਲੀਮ ਮਿਲੇ. And they're going and she's saying all these ardasan, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੁਸ਼ਾਕ ਹੋਵੇ, that she's having ਪੁਸ਼ਾਕ. And here the mother of the Guru, the mother, they're doing this ardas ke puta माता की आसीस निमक ना बिसरो तुमको हर हर सदा पजो जगदीश. And in this shabad, the Guru is saying, the Guru mother, they're doing ardas, hey, my sons and my daughters, O Khalsa, O children, O humans of the world, O every single light of the Akal Purkh, I have this one prayer. The Guru is saying this, ke puta mata ki asis, O sons and daughters, O sons, that your mother has this one prayer that you never forget God. Te thodi vi sikhi kesa swasan de naal nib jaye. Nimak na bisro tumko har har sada pajo jagdish. And here, when we look at this, the Shabad, the very first thing that the Maharaj is saying, they say Pitri. Pitri means the Pitama de Pitama. So your ancestors, your grandfathers, your grandfathers' grandfathers, your ancestors, your lineage. And when you go, and my ardas is that when you connect to Akal Purkh, the ardas is always that when you connect to Akal Purkh, that even if you connect to Akal Purkh, even your entire family, you with you, your children, your children's children, they will also connect to Akal Purkh as well. And here in the Shabad, Maharaj also says, Jis simrat sab kilbik nasa pitri hoye udaro. And when they go into the Shabad, they're talking about many, many things. At the end of the Shabad, they also says a mother has an ardas, that when you go into this world, one thing is a daddu, one thing is a pavra, one thing is a bumblebee, one thing is a frog. They both go to a flower. The pavra, it goes to a flower and it goes and it eats the nectar. And that frog, it goes to that flower, but it's underneath the flower. It hasn't gone to the top. It's at the bottom and it's eating that dirt. And at the very end of the Shabad, the Guru Maharaj is saying, Rang tamasa puran asa, kabhe na byape chinta, pavar tumara ehuman hovo, to har charna ho kola. That they're saying that I want your mind to be just like that pavra. When this bumblebee, if you look at this bumblebee, the quality of the pavra, Bhai Gurdas talks about it. This bumblebee goes, and when it goes on, it sits on this lotus flower. Every day it's going, why? Because it's smelling this fragrance. In this world, there's two types of things. There's fragrance and there's badboo, meaning stench. Ek sugandhi, ek durgandhi. There's something called fragrance and then there's stench. And in this world, people are being attracted, but fragrance has this effect that it can pull people in. It brings people in and it gets people together towards this fragrance. But stench has this quality that even the people that are together, when they smell something bad, they say, let's move away from here. They say, I want you to be such a fragrance in this world. Just like that pavra, it's going to that lotus flower every day. Every day it goes to that lotus flower. It's traveling to that lotus flower and it eats that nectar and it goes away. But then one day comes, when that pavra is going, that bumblebee is going towards that lotus flower. And when it goes and it's eating that pollen, it's eating that nectar, the quality of that flower is that when the sun sets, the flower petals close. And if that lotus flower is so into that nectar, so into that amrit, it's so into that amrit, it's so lost in its sudkina sudbai, sudkina sudrahi, buddhkina budrahi, that it doesn't care about the world anymore. It's actually looking akhi bajon bekhna. It doesn't look with these eyes anymore. When that lotus flower closes its petals, that bumblebee even ceases to exist. That bumblebee has now become one with that lotus flower. And it's actually given up. Man and tan, it's given up. It doesn't live anymore. And because it's become one with that. And here, the mother guru, they're saying, Puta mata ki asis, that I have this prayer to you, that you should go toward this sugandhi, this fragrance of love of the guru, so much that you actually become one with it. That you actually give up everything, eon jivat marna. Shabd maro fir jivo sadhi ta fir marna hui. Whilst living you die, you give up your mind. Sadgur ki seva gakadi sir dija aap gwa. You're walking on this path, you give up everything. And at the very last line, they say that jo boonda chatra kamola. I want your prayer, I want your bhavna to be such like that babiha, like that chatrak jache boond jyo har pran adara ram raje. That your prayer, your cha should be just like that babiha, that rainbird we discussed yesterday. That it can't live without that swandi boond. More babihe bol de vek baddal kale. That rainbird is calling out to that swanti boond. It can't live. And when that drop of water comes and it lands into that rainbird's mouth, it's calling out to it over and over again. As soon as it gets that, it gets satisfied. But that rainbird, if it doesn't get that swanti boond, it dies without it. It can't drink any water from the lake. It can't drink any water from the ocean because it has a hole in its throat. It has this hole in its throat, and we have that hole in our heart. And this can't be filled with anything from this world. This hole in our heart that we're trying to fill up from the music of the world, from what people are trying to say, the praise of the world, from the money of the world, from the actions of the world. We can't fill it up from there because that is just durgandhi. When we go to this true fragrance of this true lotus flower, of this Guru Sahib, and we're actually calling out just like that, Jam Bundrik Chatrak Mola. Just like that, this is the prayer that I want you to have this type of intention. And this mother, she's doing this ardas. She's doing this ardas and she's saying that I want my son and oh my daughter, they taught Divi Sikhi Kesa Swasanang Nibjai. That I want your bodies, just like your father went and gave Shahidi, and he did that as ardas, that I want you to do this seva of not only feeding them food and milk and roti, I want you to feed them gurbani as well. So now, Bhai Taru Singh ji, if we move on with the ityas, they're walking one day and they're sitting there. And that night when they're sitting there, when they come back and they speak to the mother, this prashadda that we have, this blankets that we have, let's go and feed them prashadda. And the mother, the next day she woke up, the mother and Bibi Taroji, in the morning they start making the dal. In the morning they start graining the wheat. They start making the atta. And in the evening the sabzi and the dal has been made. They made the prashadde. Bhai Taru Singh ji, when they come back from working in the farms, they put it on top of their head. They put it on top of their shoulders and they walk out into the jungles. And when they walk out into the jungles, they give this prashadda to those gursikhs. They start giving it to them every single day. Te otthe ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕੀਤੀ, ਬੀਬੀ ਤਾਰੋ ਜੀ and Bhai Taru Singh ji, they start going together, they start walking together. Every day they walked. Every night, in the middle of the night, when everybody would be asleep, they would sneak out of that village carrying all this food. They would go to these Singhs and Singhaniya that are living in the jungles. They would feed them. Te uthe ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ. The ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿ what intention, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਨਾਲ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਛਕਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ? With what intention are you feeding the Singhs, the Khalsa, this prashada? And they're saying we're feeding it with the intention that we're serving the Guru. We're feeding it with the intention that when we feed the Khalsa, we're actually serving the Guru. You are our Guru. You are everything to us. And if we look at the dals, dalan de vich, ek Khalsa da mool mantra daraya janda. The Khalsa mool mantra, it's a saying that's passed on through spoken. Gur Sikhan ki tehal kamavani, gur mantra rakhna cheet, banskaat karna nahi, eh singhan ki reet. That the Khalsa, what is the riti of the Khalsa? What is the ritual? What is the custom of the Khalsa? The customs of the Khalsa, the culture of the Khalsa is this, that you always do seva of those Gursikhs, because while doing seva of those Gursikhs, you're actually serving the Guru within them as well. Gursikhan ki tehal kamavani, gurmantar rakhna cheet. But just like while doing this seva, Sadgur ki seva safal hai jeko kare chit laye, while focusing your consciousness on the Guru. Not just doing seva, Pandiyandi seva and focusing on something else. You're actually focusing, Gurmantar rakhna cheet, banskad karna nahi. Sikh kade dusre Sikh te, Khalsa ek dusre Khalsa de kade bhi hath nahi chakda. They never go and they never attack another Khalsa. Two brothers never fight. Whether those two brothers, whether they're fighting over the TV remote, whether they're fighting over a Gurdwara, whether they're fighting through any politics, a Khalsa never attacks another Khalsa. A Singhan kiri. This is the custom of the Khalsa. And here they're serving it. They're saying, you are our Khalsa. You are our Guru Khalsa. We're going to serve you. And when they say, कि तुसी साडी अरदास करो. And here उथे ए फेर अरदास करवाउंदे ने कि तुसी साडी अरदास को कि मेरी ते मेरी भैन दी. Me and my sister, we have this one request to see Khalsa ji अरदास करो कि मेरी ते मेरी भैन दी Sikhi केसा स्वासां दे नाल निभ जाए. Again, the Khalsa does this ardas. And when they come back, every single day they're serving. And if you look at Bhai Taru Singh ji, they were such this fragrance in this world. They were this fragrance that when they would go into the village, the entire village, whether they're Hindu, whether they're Muslim, whether they're anybody, everybody would respect them. The entire village was a family. The entire village was a family, and they would go and listen to Bhai Taru Singh ji's Kirtan. Him and his sister would go. They would sing Kirtan together. In the entire village, they would sit down. They would go to the Khalsa. They would sing Kirtan with the Khalsa as well. Not only would they would give them physical food, but they would actually give them andarli khuraak as well. They would go and serve them Kirtan as well. Guru da just gaunde, their mother, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ Kirtan ਸਿਖਾਇਆ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਸਿਖਾਈ. Their mother, she is doing ardasa. Their mother, she's raising these children in such a way that they become true Khalsa. And now while they're raising them, that day comes, Jadon, Zakaria Khan, he's going and he's talking to his people, he's talking to his advisors, and he's talking to them, we're killing these Sikhs. Every time we go, we kill 100 Sikhs. We go and we kill 100 Khalsa, 100 Singhs over there. But ye pata nahi kitthon wapas aa jande ne. That these guys don't die, they keep on multiplying, they keep coming back. Every time we take off one of their heads, in front of them we're killing hundreds of them, and we're scaring them. And there's Singhs coming and they're saying that no, I'm not a Muslim. My mom is saying that, even though she's just saying, there were mothers there as well, that they're saying, nahi, mera puttar Khalsa nahi hai. They're holding that attachment. And they're saying, no, they're going to them, mera mudna Khalsa nahi hai. She's not a Sikh. ਸਿੰਘ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਕਿਤੇ ਗਲਤ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈ ਕੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਲਿਓ ਮੈਂ ਪੇਪਰ ਲਿਆਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਗਜ਼ ਲਿਆਂਦੇ ਨੇ I brought the birth certificate look he's a Musliman let him go and they say that no ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਮੁਖ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਸੁਣ ਲਿਆ they say ਨਹੀਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਆ I'm the ਸਿੰਘ of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj these Singhs they're saying ਇਹ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਜੰਮ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ they're coming back we're killing them but they keep coming back they're not listening to anybody. But then there were these mothers that were teaching their Khalsa such things. And then when one of their advisors, they speak to Zakaria Khan, ਉੱਥੇ ਆਪ ਤਾਂ ਭਗਤ ਬਣਦੇ ਸੀ. These advisors, they was going around and they're being spiritual people, but they were doing such negative nindya of the Khalsa. They're going to Zakaria Khan. ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ that how do you expect to kill these Khalsa? How do you expect to kill these things? Because the people that are feeding the Khalsa, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਨੇ. They're inside the villages. The people that are feeding the Khalsa, the people that are serving the Khalsa, Khalsa ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਨੇ. Go into these villages and they say that this one Taru Singh, if this one Taru Singh that we know of, ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਨੇ that he's a Khalsa, that he's a Gurmukh, ਸਿਰ ਉੱਪਰ ਦਮੱਲਾ, ਮੂੰਹ ਤੇ ਦਾੜਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼, and he's going ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦਾ. He's going into the village, ਉੱਥੇ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਰੂਪ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਜਸ ਗਾ ਰਿਹਾ. In Kirtan he's teaching, he's preaching Sikhi, and he's going, everybody is connecting to them. And they're saying, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਕਰੋ. And when they come, the police come. I'm cutting a long story short. If you look into the Prasang, Ratan Singh Panguji, he talks in Pant Prakash, and he goes into very, very detail of every single thing and every single thing that Bhai Taru Singh ji used to do in their lives. Every single type of seva. He used to go and cut the firewood. He used to go. And even the type of seva that he used to do, he used to go and he wouldn't have a chola. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਆਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੋਲਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਟਿਆ ਚੋਲਾ ਪਹਿਨ ਕੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਵਾਂ ਚੋਲਾ ਸਵਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਣਾ. They're going, he's keeping the old chola and he's giving the new chola to the Khalsa. And he's going, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਰੁੱਖੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਣੀ, ਬਈ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਣੀ, ਅਨਚੋਪੜੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਣੀ, but ਚੋਪੜੀਆਂ ਤਾਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਕਾ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਨੇ ਦੇਣੀ. And he's going, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੇ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ, ਭੈਣ ਨੇ ਵੀ, ਮਾਤਾ ਨੇ ਵੀ, they're sitting there, the mother and the sister, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਗ ਬਾਲਣੀ because it's cold at night in the winter, and they're going and they're giving all their blankets, ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਰਜਾਈਆਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੇਣੀਆਂ. And they're going, they didn't have any money, ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਸੋਨਾ, the mother's gold, the sister's gold, all the gold, every money, last bit that they had, they would go and they give it to the Khalsa. They would go, they would survive on a little bit of water. They would go, they would carry a bunch of water and they would go boil it and they would give it to the Khalsa. Every single last breath, every single thing they would do, they were giving it. This is what it means to actually Satgur ki seva, Gakri sir dije aap gawai. That they're not there for their own comfort. Just like yesterday we talked about Baba Amar Das ji. And we speak about Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj. We talk about all these Gursikhs. They gave up everything. Bhai Mati Das Ji, that the true love, wo duniya wal nahi dekhde. Bhai Mati Das Ji, jadon aara pyara lagta hai. When it's the aara is on top of their head, wo keh rahe ki Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj, duniya ki kardi. Duniya di suhagan, the wife of the world, culturally, that they would take an aara, and because to show their loyalty, to show that she's married, to show that her love is loyal to her husband, she would go, oh sandoor, oh ek sees de upar cheer kaddi ke Maharaj, mera pyar inna pakka aya ki main nakli sandoor, main nakli cheer nahi kadda, main asli cheer apne sees de vichon kad liya. I've taken the real cheer, I've taken my body and put it into halves. And Maharaj, my love is so true, I don't care what the world says. Bhai Taru Singh ji, they knew that their head was at stake. They knew that everybody would go against them. Not only today, like people making fun of our dastars, or just like our friends say, that your khulla dada prakash, that your facial hair looks funny. Not just because society's pressures, not just because media says one thing or the other. And they're saying that, no, I don't care about the world. I don't care about whether my head is on stake. I'm going to go and I'm going to serve the Guru. I'm going to serve the Guru Khalsa Panth. And when they're there, they're serving this, they're doing this seva, when the police come, when the Fauj come, when the army of Zakaria Khan comes to their house that one day, Bhai Taru Singh ji, they were in the farms. Oh kheti badi, they're working during the day. And when they come, उन्होंने जाके माता जी ਨੂੰ देखा. माता जी उस वेले भी प्रसादे बकारे सी. They were making roti for, there was a stack of prasadi on one side, and they're making this for the Khalsa. And when the Fauj went, and उन्होंने पूछा, they asked, कि माता, थोड़े वास्ते, we have a arrest warrant for you. We have an arrest warrant that you guys are serving the traitors of this kingdom. You guys are going and you're serving the Baghis. You guys are serving the rebels. You guys are going and you're serving those people that are going against the law. And she's saying that, what do you speak about? This is Guru Nanak Dev Ji's langar. A Guru Nanak Dev Ji da langar ya. Tusi vi aaye ho, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੜਾ ਸਫ਼ਰ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਆ ਕੇ ਬੈਠੋ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਛਕਾਈਏ. You guys sit down. It looks like you guys have been traveling for a while as well. Let's serve you. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਛਕ ਲਓ. And when they say, no, we're not here to eat, they're saying that there's not only a arrest warrant. They say, Taru kithe a? Where's Bhai Taru? There's an arrest warrant for him. Sare aale duwale nu pinda nu pata ya that he's serving this. That he's going around and he's serving the Baghis at night. You guys go and serve them. And you guys are giving them food, money. You guys are giving them shastras. You guys are providing them with resources to fight back against the law. So now, when one of the spies, somebody from the pen, they go and they grab Bhai Taru Singh and they come back. They're saying the Fauj is at your house. Bhai Taru Singh ji. They come back to the house. And when they come back to the house, Ote Fauj ne puchha that they say the same questions to them. That they're saying that we're come here to take you, not only you, we're taking the mother and the daughter as well, and we're come to take you. And why are you serving? And they're saying, I'm not serving. I'm not going against anything. I'm serving those people that are fighting for righteousness. I'm serving those people who are standing up for truth. And I will keep on saying this. You're telling me to stop? You're telling me, why am I giving? Tusi puch rahe ho, main kaatun de raha? Tusi eh bhi keh lo, if I had the option, I would even peel off my own skin and give it to the Khalsa. मैं अपनी चमड़ी उतार के भी खालसा नू दे सकदा, खाना पानी जल ये तो कुछ भी नहीं. I would give everything up for the Guru. And when they're saying this, that you're under arrest, and ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਹੱਥ ਕੜੀਆਂ ਲਾਈਆਂ, they take Bhai Taru Singh ji and they ਹੱਥ ਕੜੀਆਂ, they take them. Then the mother and the daughter, they say that there's also an arrest warrant for you guys as well. Cutting a long story short, when they're about to go, सारा पिंड इकट्ठा हो गया, मुसलमान भी, Hindu भरा भी. Remember, this battle is not between religion. Even though, yes, there was Mughals that were in charge, and they belonged to the Islamic faith, and they asked these questions to the Sote Sahibzade. They said, Islam nu kabul kar lo. They said, accept Islam, accept us, accept our way. They're oppressing them. But this battle is not against Islam. This battle is against tyranny. This battle is against unrighteousness. And if today's society's pressures, today's media is having such tyranny that they're putting our mothers and our daughters and our sisters into such oppression, our sons and our brothers into depression based on these societies, then we should also be serving those Gursikhs. Here he's saying that I will give up everything. Now the Hindu pras, the Musliman pras, the entire pind, they get together. And ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ that whenever they looked, ਇਹ 25 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ, Bhai Taru Singh ji was 25 years old now. 25 years old singing this Kirtan, ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ that their face was so red, they were so radiant, that ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ, the malla on their head, it was so bright that when we looked at them, it felt like that we're looking at the face of Guru Gobind Singh ji. Looked like we were looking at the face of Baba Ajit Singh ji. And we're looking at their face, and we felt so warm to them. We felt so connected to them. They got together and they said, Je tusi mata te bhain nu bhi leke jana, eh kalli Bhai Taru Singh ji di bhain nahi, eh kalli Bhai Taru Singh ji di maa nahi, eh sadi bhi maa a, eh sare pind di bhain a. Je tusi ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਉਂਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਉਂਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ. You can matha take to the mother and the daughter. You can bow down to them, but while we're alive, until our last breath, you will not be able to arrest them and take them away. And protecting this mother and daughter, they're holding them. And everybody is fighting for this truth. And this quality of the Khalsa, the quality of Khalsa doesn't have to be with only this Punjabi culture. It can be with our Muslim brothers, because it's a quality. It can be with those Hindu brothers that were standing up for that truth as well, saying that you're never going to take our sister and our mother. Just like the Khalsa said, that these Hindu sisters and these Musliman sisters, they're also our brothers and sisters as well. And even my Pago, even then when other people are being oppressed, she got up and she said that no, you won't be able to take anything, because this is the quality of the Khalsa. This quality is going to take over the world. This fragrance of love is going to rule the world. And here, when Bhai Taru Singh ji, they're taken. And Othe, that night, when the Fauj take them, Othe Nal de Pind, while they're traveling back to Zakaria Khan, they're traveling back, the night they stayed at a different village. That night, while they're staying at a different village, they go and they demand to the villagers, okay, organize a place for us to stay. Organize a place for us to keep Bhai Taru Singh ji captive and organize some food for us. When they ordered, these Singhs came back. Othe there, now the word got around that village. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ that who Bhai Taru Singh ji was. That he used to come to this village. He used to teach us about Gurbani. He was such a radiant Khalsa that we can't let this happen. We have to, they got together, the entire Pind got together, the village got together, and they started making plans that tonight we're going to go and we're going to kill all of these Fauji's. We're going to go, we're going to attack, we're going to fight back, we're going to free Bhai Taru Singh ji and we're going to get him out. And while they're making the one Siana Gursikh in that village, he says, let's do this. Let's go and ask Bhai Sahib ourselves. Apan jaake Bhai Sahib nu puchiye. So one of the Gursikhs, they grabbed warm milk. Te ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ Bhai Taru Singh ji ਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਧ ਛਕਾਇਆ. When they're doing this, while they're having a conversation with this, they're saying that this is our plan. Tonight we're going to come, we're going to kill all of these people. Apa halla bol dena. We're going to go and destroy all this captivity. We're going to kill and we're going to attack and we're going to free you and we're going to go serve the Khalsa because we're not going to let this oppression happen. So here Bhai Taru Singh ji says, look, if you do this, what's going to happen? My cease is going to go, but your cease is going to go as well. The entire village, you may free me, but the next day Zakaria Khan is going to come back with a bigger army and he's going to wipe out your entire village. And here, I'm going to say this to you right now. Unhone ye bachan likhe ne. They're saying these bachan that my head will go, but keep this in mind. This is my word that if my head goes today, the Zakaria Khan has been taking many heads before. He's been lining up Gursikhs. He's been taking off their heads. But if my head goes, then this will be the very last head. This will be the very last head because main jaake maan di asees laiya. I went before I left my village. Pind chhadan to pehla I went and ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਕੀਤੀ, before I asked them, ਉੱਥੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੇਤਾ ਆ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, you asked ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੇਸ ਕੱਟਣੇ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਕੇਸ ਕਤਲ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ. Today that day has come ਕਿ ਪੁੱਤ ਉਹ ਚੇਤੇ ਰੱਖੀ ਕਿ even my ardas, if you're going today, मैं ये बर्दाश्त कर लूँगी. Just like I sent your father out many years ago. 12 years ago I sent your father out. Your father went and I said that don't come back lost. If you come back, come back. I only want to hear the word of your head being given to the Guru. And if you go today, dolli na. I would rather hear the word of your cease coming off. I would rather hear the word of your shahidi rather than hearing that my son faltered, that my son left Sikhi, that my son got scared and he wasn't standing close to the Guru, he let go of the Guru's arm. And today, we let go of many things very, very easily. I'm talking about myself here. We let go of things that when we let go of our Japji Sahib in the morning, when we let go of our Jadras in the evening, these things, Akhan Jiva Visra Mar Jao. That the truth is that when we say Guru Nanak Dev Ji is always grabbing onto our arm, Bahinge ki Lajas Govindas Tuhar, grab onto our arm. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is always grabbing onto our arm. But whenever we let go of Japji Sahib in the morning, whenever we let go of Rara Sahib, whenever we let go of our own Nitnem, at that time what we're doing is our mother, our Guru is holding on to our arm and they're carrying us, we're pushing our mother away and we're dropping, we're running out of the grasp of our mother. We're grabbing that arm and we're letting go of our mother, saying, Mother, I don't care about you, I care about what I think. This is how Bhai Taru Singh Ji's mother, she's saying, Ki teri Sikhi kesa swasa naal nibh jaye. And when Bhai Taru Singh Ji is saying this, that Zakaria Khan might have taken many heads, but if he takes my head, it will be his last head. A bachan uchare, the Singhs of that village, they accepted. They say, Bhai Taru Singh Ji has spoken. We're not going to attack tonight. When they go, cutting a long story short, we're going to do a samapti in about 5-10 minutes. This is a very long prarsang. And there's many teachings in this prarsang today. But we're discussing this today because sometimes we see many pictures of Bhai Taru Singh Ji in langar halls, in museums. And we see these things, and this one lady once, she went to the Ajaib Ghar. She went into the picture museum. And she's looking at all of these pictures. One time she's looking at the picture of Bhai Mati Das Ji. She's looking at the picture of the Chote Sahibzade. She's looking at the picture of Bhai Mani Singh Ji. And then she comes across the picture of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. And when the person beside her that was taking her around this museum, and she's taking her around, and what is their story? When they describe their entire, they stand there for hours. She's saying that, look how sweet this Sikhi is. That this love of Sikhi is not like anything I've ever seen. She's saying, I've studied many religions. She's saying, I've studied many different things. But this true love I've only seen here. And then, when they go to the next village, the next picture, she's looking and somebody else comes. And this person has shaved his dadi. Who is this person? And that person that was taking them through the museum, and she's saying, Bas, that's it. I don't want to go through this Ajaib Ghar anymore. I don't want to continue going through this. Because here, Bhai Taru Singh Ji, apni khopdi laha rahe ne, these Sikhs, they're going around, they're apne dadi mun ke aa rahe ne. They're going around, they're cutting, they're shaving, they're saying, and they're saying, I'm Sikh as well. But I'm not saying anything. Don't think that Bhai Harman Singh Ji came here and he said, he talked against something. This is what that lady, I'm just saying what happened, I'm sharing it with you. Here that lady saying that I don't want to continue into this Ajaib Ghar anymore because I just want to go, I've seen enough now. I've seen enough now because I don't want to continue looking into the rest of this. I've gotten what I had, and when I've seen what's happening, when these things, these qualities is being let go today, I don't want to say this. I don't want to continue seeing it anymore. She went out, she's saying, I want to follow the Sikhi as much of what I've seen. I don't want to see today's. And one Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they're saying, they're continuing forward, coming back to the Ityas. Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they go into the Darbar of Zakaria Khan. Zakaria Khan, he yells, and he says that you are feeding these buggies. And he's saying that you're doing seva. You're feeding them, you're going against the law. And he's saying, no, I'm actually standing up for righteousness. And if I had the chance, he says this again, that I would take off my skin. I would peel my own skin and I would serve it to the Khalsa if they needed it to. I would take off my own skin and I would put it onto the tabla of the Khalsa. I would take my own skin and I would lay it out for the Khalsa to sit on, because I don't mind that. I would take my own hair and I would kesan ka kar chavar tulawa charan tood mukhlai. I would take the tudi of the Khalsa and I would put it onto my mastak. I don't care about anything, I only care about my Guru. And when I'm serving them, I am serving my Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And when they say this, as this conversation is going on, they're saying, Tere kesan de vich, appa jutte maar ke tere case la dange. We're going to take our jutte and we're going to hit your head so many times that your case are going to fall out. When Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they hear this and they're saying that no, main tere jutte maar ke tenu agge leke jaunga. I'm going to take my jutte. My jutte are going to hit you in the head. And what are these jutte going to do? These jutte are going to take you into the next world. And utte bhi tere jutte paange. So here, going through this, they put him on a chadkhadi. Chadkhadi, there's two types of chadkhadiyan. Chadkhadi are two big round mills. And one was a plain one. And one's with spikes. And Bhai Shahbaz Singh and Bhai Subeg Singh, that's a different ityas. They were put on the one with the spikes, but Bhai Taru Singh Ji, he was put on the plain one. These were made to crush bones, to put them through torture. He wasn't fed for many days. He was put through torture. He was beaten. He was hung upside down. And then when he's put through this, he's going through this charkhadi, and his bones are being crushed. And while his bones are being crushed, he went unconscious. And jadon unan da hosh gaya, while before they went unconscious, they're yelling, Akal, Akal, Akal. And they're yelling to this Akal Purkh. And they're yelling when they go unconscious. They go unconscious, and when they come out, their bones are crushed. And when they gain their consciousnness back, they look around, and then again, Akal, Akal. They're yelling again and again, saying this Akal. They're saying that timeless Lord, because tusi menu maar sakde, but that Paramatma inside of me, oh Akal. Mere andar nu, that my love, onu kade maar nahi sakde. That's timeless, that's beyond death. Oh Akal to rehte hain, mera pyar. Todi na toota, chori na chuta. ऐसी माधो खिंच तनी मूलान से वो प्रीत बनी. This true love is such a love that this love, that if once, even once, for a split second, this love is made with the Guru, there's nothing on this world left that can break this love. Nobody can come up to that person and convince him that stop doing Simran. Nobody can come up to that person and convince him that stop loving Guru Gobind Singh Ji, stop loving Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. That person can say that you can cut my body apart, you can cut my body, you can take off my scalp, but I will never stop loving my Guru. So here Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they grab him, bade tasihe ditte. They're going and they're torturing him in many, many different ways. But now they grab Bhai Taru Singh Ji. And now that time comes. I'm cutting a long history short. And now they take that ramba, they take that pick, and they heat it up. When they're saying, before this, they're saying that Appa ina de case katal kar do. Cut his hair. Get rid of his hair. He's saying he's so proud of this case. Ina de jede lambe case hai na. Jede a kenda ya ke meri Sikhi kesa sasa naal nibje. Var kenda sanu. Var adasan karda. Ede case hi katal kar do. This dada, this Prakash dada, this beautiful dada that he says he has, cut it off as well. Cut off his case. And now when those scissors are brought, when that knife is brought towards the case, many historians, I'm just going to tell you what happened. I'm just going to tell you what many people have different views on this. I'm not here to say anything. I'm not here to take one side. One side says that when Bhai Taru Singh Ji, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੇਸ ਕਤਲ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗੇ, that their hair turned into iron. Their hair turned into metal. That it wasn't able to be cut. That when they're trying to cut it, and when they say, what is happening? ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਇਹ ਕੇਸ ਵਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ. ਉਹ ਬਾਣੀ ਇੰਨੀ, ਉਹਨੇ ਉਸ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨੀ ਸ਼ਕਤੀ ਆ. That ਬਾਣੀ that has so much power that when my mother used to comb this case when I was younger, that mother, the reason why I'm even here today, ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਕਰਕੇ ਆ, ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਕਮਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ. I've never done anything. ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਸ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ. I haven't done anything else. ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਆ. ਇਹ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਪੰਥ ਦੀਆਂ ਅਰਦਾਸਾਂ ਆ. This is what is happening, and they're saying this Shakti of this Bani, when my mom used to comb my hair, it went into my case. And this is the energy that you see today. It wasn't able to be cut. The other view is this, that person, the Prabha of Bhai Taru Singh Ji was so strong. It was so strong that person couldn't even look at the face of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. He couldn't look at the face, and he couldn't bear to take it close. And then he's taking it back. They brought somebody else. He couldn't cut his hair. They couldn't take it. Eventually they're saying, if you can't go near this case, every time you touch this case, there's an energy current that you feel. Every time you grab this case, you get shocked that you can't able, and that your arms aren't allowing you to. Then Aidan karo. If this hair has so much shakti that it's like iron, then why don't you enadi khopdi laha do? Then take off his scalp completely. Take off his scalp so that he doesn't have even his hair. And now when that rod has been heat up, and Ratan Singh Ji Pangu, they go into the detail in Panth Prakash. They go into the detail of how they brought it. They brought that gil. They said, even now you have a chance. Islam nu kabul karda. Let go of this. This is all we want to hear. We want to hear that you've given up. We'll give you rich wives. We'll give you a rich palace. We'll give you lots of money. We'll give you everything. But what are you going to do? They're saying, I don't care about anything. I've tasted something that's so sweet. So sweet that just like sometimes if we eat jalebi and then we try drinking warm milk, Bikhe ban fika tyagri sakhiye naam maharas piyo. If we eat something sweet, then we try drinking warm milk, we try drinking a sweet drink, apano mitha nahi laga. It doesn't taste sweet to us because we tasted something sweeter to that. Jaise gunge ki mithai. And here Bhai Taru Singh Ji saying, Bhai Mati Das Ji, they offered him the same things. They said, I've tasted all the luxuries of life. I've had everything. But there's this one thing that I haven't tasted. And this is the ara. Give me this ara. Give me the shahadat. I want to taste the shahadat as well. And this is what Bhai Taru Singh Ji is saying, give me this. Because I've tasted everything. I've tasted my Guru's charan. I've tasted this naam. I've tasted everything. And then we're going to do Samapti in just about 2 minutes. And here, when they're going around, and here when they're saying that you can take me, I've tasted everything of the world, but I've never tasted anything as sweet as the Guru's charan. I've never tasted anything as sweet in this, but the one thing that I haven't tasted is what? Is the shahadat. Take my khopadi off. You can take it off no matter what you do. And when they're doing this, it's there. They put the kale there, and Bhai Ratan Singh Ji says that they start in the middle and they go towards the right side. They put it there, and when they hit it, it goes into this. And while we're listening to this, let's try to imagine that. Imagine that pick is on our head with the hammer, somebody is smacking it into our middle of our forehead as well. Is our love with Sikhi that strong? And when they go to the side, they go towards the right ear. When they go towards the right ear, then they go from the middle, they continue to the left ear. Then they continue to the left ear. And while all of this is happening, Bhai Taru Singh Ji, they're yelling, Akal, Akal, again, that you can never kill my love. Then they go to the back, they go to the gichi. Unhone itthon pichon marya. That's when the khopadi, it came off. When the khopadi came off, then they grabbed it, and here, so much blood has spilled. So much blood has spilled that Bhai Taru Singh Ji, Itihas writes this. History writes that they went unconscious. When they went unconscious, they left him there for days. Many animals came, many crows came, and when they came, they pulled the mass. They pulled the mass and they ate. But when he gained consciousness, when the Gursikhs came, and the people, the beloved Sikhs came and they grabbed him, they brought him into the Dharamsala. They wrapped bandages around his head. And then when they gained consciousness, as soon as they gained consciousness, they started reading Japji Sahib the part. While reading Japji Sahib the part, now at that time Zakaria Khan, just quickly through this, we've all heard these sakhiyan many times before. Just for those people that may not have. Zakaria Khan, his urination stopped. He stopped urinating. He went through so much pain. While he's going through, many people say that, well, look, this is a miracle. This is something that can't happen. But isn't it already a miracle that Bhai Taru Singh Ji is living for 22 days after his khopadi is already off? Isn't it a miracle somebody has such love that they don't care about anything that their khopadi is? They're saying that you can kill me. But what is true? My love with my Guru is true. Sikhi ke swasa nal nibje, even until my last breath. Isn't that a miracle already? So here, their urination, they stopped and they're going through so much pain. And he's saying that the way to stop this is when you grab Bhai Taru Singh Ji's juttiyan and you beat his Zakaria Khan's head. When you beat his head, and cutting a long story short, here he comes. He says that while the torture of Bhai Taru Singh was happening, his jode got lost. Oh, jode gawach gaye sige. They got lost. And when they went, they grabbed some jode from the bazaar and they went and they beat Zakaria Khan in the head because he was going through so much pain. He was going to die anyway. So they were beating him. He was trying to find some sort of peace. They're beating him, but kuch nahi hoya. Then they said, "Ki e jaake Taru Singh de charan de uppar pawao. Go and put this on the charan of Bhai Taru Singh Ji. Make them actually his charan, not bazari shoes." They grab these jode again. They go back and they beat Zakaria Khan. That's when his gun opened. After that, that's when he passed away. And here Bhai Taru Singh Ji, while they're reading Japji Sahib, even at this last breath, they're saying, I've given up everything. Khopadi lohali. They've given up everything for the Guru Khalsa Panth. Sadgur ki seva gakhdi sir dija aap gawai. They've lived this. And even this, through this, even if we look into today's Itihas, if we look just recently, there's many mothers. Many mothers told their husbands, many sons, they told their sons and their daughters during the times of 1984, during the times of the Vadda ka Lukara, during the Chota ka Lukara, during these times when this Khalsa was oppressed. It wasn't only at the times of the Gurus, even recently, there's many mothers that went back. And when the mothers went to jail, when the mothers would go to jail, the sons would be sitting there. That's okay. They're like, look at what my Guru did. Mata Gujari ji also went to jail. But my Guru was in Chardhi Kala. Their sons were also shaheed, but my Guru was in Chardhi Kala. Everything, they gave up everything. And if my guru, they didn't need to, but they did this to teach us what actual true love is. True love is something, ਅਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਅਰਥ ਵਿਦਵਾਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਅਰਥ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਪਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪਦ ਸਿੱਧ ਕਰਕੇ ਪਰੇ ਮੈਂ, ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਰੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, when there's no ego left, when there's no I left, when this is split, when my ego doesn't exist, ਸਿਰ ਦੀਜਾ ਆਪ ਗਵਾਏ, when you've lost yourself completely, that's where true love begins. When their ego ends, where you end, where you actually die, jivat marna, where you actually die, that's where true love starts. And what is in a relationship with our guru, with anybody in this world, this true relationship starts with understanding. When you stand under that person, you lift them up. You lift them up because you have lost your ego. You're not beside them, you're not above them, you're actually standing under them. We're standing under our guru, we're grabbing onto the robe and saying, Maharaj, my love is so true with you. But we do this ardas today as well. Ke Maharaj, sadi vi Sikhi, kesa sasan dinal nibje. This Sikhya, the reason why we spoke about this today, because today is that Mahan Shikshiyat, that Mahapurkh, that amazing Gursikh Bhai Taru Singh Ji, who taught us what true love is. True love is not something about Romeo and Juliet. True love is not something that people say in today's dramas. True love, if you watch the movies, if you watch the stories, the history of our gurus, then somebody can go around. Somebody might say that I'm a fan of Drake. Somebody might say I'm a fan of this movie. But if somebody listens to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's Ityas and the Gursikh's Ityas, they will say, no, I'm a fan of the Guru Khalsa Panth. There's no bigger fan than anything. Not only am I their fan, I'm literally their fan, because I will take my case, I will take my case and I will literally do their seva. I will be their fan on top of them, and I will become the Charna Di Tood. Let's also become the Charna Di Tood of this history. Let's not condemn history. Take this Sikhya and bring this love inside of my heart. I've gone 10 minutes over time. I apologize for that. While speaking, vichara kardiyan, एक नहीं अनेक ही भुल्लन चौंका गलतियां हो गई ने. Remember, I'm not a vidwan, I'm not a gyani, I'm just a child that's trying to speak as well. Apologize for taking 10 minutes over your time as well. विचारा कर दिया अनेक प्रकार दी गलतियां हो गई ने. साध संगत जी, आप जी असीस बख्शने जी, सारी संगत गज बाज के कलगीधर पातशाह जी दी बख्शी हुए फतेह बुलाओ जी. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
ਸਿੱਖੀ ਹੈ ਬਲਵਾਨ, ਕਰਨਾ ਸੁਰਤ ਨੂੰ, ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਨਿਵਾਸ ਸਦ ਹੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ. ਭਾਈ ਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀਆਂ ਪੰਕਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਤੋ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਬੜੇ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਭਾਈ ਹਰਮਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਗ 'ਤੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਿਨ ਹੈ, ਸੋ ਬੜਾ ਕੁਛ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ. ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਉਣ ਦੀ, ਔਰ ਨਾਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਵਰਗੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭਾਈ. ਸੋ ਇੱਕ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਜਾਇਆ ਜੇ. ਜਿੱਥੇ ਘੰਟਾ ਹੋਰ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋ, 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਮੈਂ 10ਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦੇ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਿਖੇ 1708 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਰੀਰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਨਾ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੜਾ ਵਿਰਾਗ ਕੀਤਾ. ਅਸਹਿ ਦੁੱਖ ਸੀ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਲੜ ਲਾਇਆ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰੀਰਕ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਿਛੋੜਾ ਦੇ ਗਏ ਹੋ, ਇਹ ਸਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. 42 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਂ ਦੀ. ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੜਾ ਵਾਸਤਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨੇ ਹੋਣ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਪੰਥ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਜੀ. ਪਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਬੜੇ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਸੀਗੇ. ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ, ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੜੀਆਂ ਔਖੀਆਂ ਘੜੀਆਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪੰਥ ਕਿੱਥੇ, ਵਿਰਲੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਵੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ. ਅਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਨ ਨੇ ਬਚਨ ਕਿਹਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੇ 5 ਸਿੰਘ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਰ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣ, 5 ਸਿੰਘ, ਤਾਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਓ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਗਏ. ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਫੇਰ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਉੱਠਿਆ, ਸਿਆਣਾ ਸੀ, ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ, ਪੰਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਵੀ ਮਿਲਣੇ ਔਖੇ ਨੇ, ਜੇ ਨਾ ਮਿਲਣ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੋਲੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖੋ, ਇਹ ਸੰਗਤੋ, ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਤਿਆਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਲਿਆ ਜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਉੱਠਿਆ, ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਮਿਲੇ, ਐਸੀਆਂ ਘੜੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਆਈਆਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਮਿਲੇ, ਕੋਈ ਮਹੀਨਾ 2 ਮਹੀਨੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਨਾ ਮਿਲੇ, ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ। ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਸੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਿੱਖੋ ਸਿੰਘੋ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੇਲੇ ਉੱਠਿਆ ਜੇ, ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਪਾਣੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਿਤਨੇਮ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆ ਜੇ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਉਪਰੰਤ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਦਸਤਾਰ ਔਰ ਦਮਾਲਾ ਸਜਾਇਆ ਜੇ, ਅਤੇ ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਵੇਖੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਿਆ ਜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੀਦਾਰੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਆਖੋ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸੋ ਜੇ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਮੇਰੋ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ, ਖਾਲਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੂੰ ਕਰੂੰ ਨਿਵਾਸ, ਤਾਂ ਵਛ ਸਾਡੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਬਾਂਹ ਫੜੇਗਾ। ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਯਤਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ, ਔਰ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਹਲੂਣਾ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਜੇ ਨਿਭਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਰੂਪ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਆਉਣਾ ਪਵੇਗਾ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਮਲ ਕਰਿਆ ਜੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਮਲ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਸਵਰਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਅਮਲ ਸੋਈ, ਇਲਮ ਸੋਈ ਜੋ ਅਮਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਏ, ਅਮਲ ਸੋਈ ਜੋ ਨੇਕ ਬਣਾ ਦੇਵੇ। ਸੋ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ। ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਦੇ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਹਰਮਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਦੇ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਾਂ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ 5 ਬਾਣੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਨ, ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਉਪਰੰਤ ਜੇ ਦੀਵਾਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਹੈ। ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਹੋਰ 10 ਕੁ ਮਿੰਟ ਜੇ ਖੇਚਲ ਕਰ ਲਵੋ, ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਖ ਆਸਣ 'ਤੇ ਬਿਰਾਜਮਾਨ ਹੋਣ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਠਹਿਰ ਜਾਓ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਬੜਾ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੋਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠਣ ਨਾਲ। ਸੋ ਜੇ ਕੰਮ ਧੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾ ਵੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਪਰ ਮੇਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇੰਨੀ ਕੁ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨਾ, ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ। ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ